If you've been with me for any amount of time, then you've witnessed very publicly the heartbreaks I've endured. I've learned a lot about myself over the years, especially when it comes to areas around self-love and self-worth. When you're on your own, that's when you do the most profound healing work. There is a dark night of the soul where there is no more running. You have to sit and confront your shadow side, your ego, the inflated ideas you have about yourself and what your life should look like. You have to take radical ownership and responsibility for not only what you allowed, but also your level of participation. The hardest thing for me to shake with my second divorce is how the hell could I let this person have access to me to begin with? They were one gigantic walking red flag after another, and I ended up feeling really stupid at the end of that relationship. I almost turned on myself because I no longer trusted my judgment. One of the biggest grievances we all have when a relationship ends is that we tend to place the blame on the other person initially. But when enough time goes by, we sort of turn the sword against ourselves. When I developed this blend, Sacred Heart, last year, it was meant for anybody who was trying to get back to their soft era. Because it was such a massive hit and I received so many amazing testimonials about this blend specifically, I wanted to kick things up a notch and turn it into a high-end perfume. This perfume supports processing pain around heartache and grief and sadness over relationships. This blend feels like a very tender, quiet prayer. Let's break down what's in this beautiful blend. Jasmine boosts your confidence and helps heal the heart chakra. It's also amazing for sexual purity and balance. Vetiver is the emotional anchor in this blend. It's the one that is gooey and rich and warm and makes you feel comforted and supported. Magnolia is all about self-love and compassion, giving you moments where you can exhale and be accepting of yourself just the way you are. Marjoram helps release deep sadness, especially if you have programming that tells you you are not enough and not worthy. Ylang Ylang encourages emotional trust, allowing you to stay open. Rose opens up the heart. It promotes divine love and allows you to give and receive love freely. Frankincense is known for deep spiritual healing, and when you exchange love with another person, it feels like a deep spiritual connection, so we have to treat it as such. Bergamot is a bubbly, bright pop of citrus that allows you to find joy and happiness again, which we all need after heartache. The hardest thing about getting over a relationship, especially if that one was a toxic or abusive relationship, is thinking that you're not going to open yourself up. And I didn't want to be one of those people. And the reason I designed this blend was because I do believe in love. I believe that happiness is destined for me. Sacred Heart was a huge catalyst for me to learn how to love myself properly so that I could mirror that out into the world. So the key is, after heartbreak, is to not let it change you. It's important to stay open. It's important to not let failed relationships and love loss dictate your future or make you bitter or closed off from the world. One of the most beautiful things we can do to move on in our lives is to boldly and proudly love ourselves. And this perfume does that. It makes you feel feminine and vulnerable and soft and loved and comforted and grounded and peaceful and happy all at the same time. And the aroma is gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. I know you're going to love this. Convert it as a perfume. And on July 1st, you can experience it for yourself.